Well, hello, my dear companions. Welcome back to Doki Doki Plus, or Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. This is the last, this is the last side story, but I think we will unlock like a small one, bonus one after this one. I love this. It adds so much to the Doki Doki universe. But I'm also so excited to finish this off and continue with other games because I have a few other games planned for the channel. So, yeah, bring your hot cocoa or some snacks or your favorite blanket. Let's enjoy self love. And Natsuki and Yuri, that's gonna be the most interesting one for me at least, because these two have been at their throat, each other's throat, this whole, yeah, both in the main game and also these side stories. So, bam, bam, here we go. It's only been 1 day since Yuri's letter was delivered to Natsuki. Yeah, you remember Yuri wrote a letter for Natsuki with Monika's help. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki hasn't faced each other since. Although it's only lunchtime, Yuri finds herself anxiously counting the hours until she will need to face the outcome of her efforts, whether good or bad. And because of the passing by one of the students was making her feel even more anxious. What? Because the passing by what was to make? Okay, Yuri picked out the most secluded spot she could find to spend her lunch. The rooftop, right? Because this staircase is under maintenance, no students would have any reason to coming here. It's such a relaxing feeling to have a moment of solitude in the middle of a frantic school day. I totally agree. But Natsuki's here too.
What are you doing here?
I'm just... Yuri grips her book with enough force to wrinkle the pages beneath the pressure of her thumbs. Well, what are you doing here? Thanks, by the way. I know these videos don't get any views, more or less. But you who watch this, I'm so happy that you like my voice acting for the characters. I think it adds a bit more, to the story when we read it like this. Anyhow, thank you.
I just came to get a drink from the vending machine.
Yeah, yeah.
The other one is out of the drink I like.
Yuri notices Natsuki fidgeting with a few coins between her fingers. She nods, avoiding eye contact. Natsuki, also looking away, shuffles over to the vending machine. It's so quiet that every one of her movements seem to reverberate through the entire stairwell. After far too long, she finally receives her beverage, which she then fidgets within place of the coins. It's some kind of iced tea. Yummy. But instead of leaving right away, Natsuki just stands in place. She glances all around her.
It's like way too quiet back here. It's creepy. I mean, that's not what I mean, really. I mean, it's totally cool that it's your thing, or whatever. Like, I can see how it suits you, so...
Not because I think you're creepy or something.
I didn't mean that either. I'm just gonna stop talking. That seems like a good idea.
It's okay. Everything is okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words of comfort after hearing Natsuki stammering herself into dejection. Seemingly in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and hesitantly sits herself down near Yuri.
Well, I can leave if you want.
Yuri shakes her head. Natsuki twists the cap off her drink and takes a sip. Despite receiving Yuri's general permission, Natsuki doesn't say anything more. Yuri continues to read, or at least pretends to. And the two just sit there for a long time. The tension seems to fade a little bit as time passes. Even without any words, this seems to mean at least something, though it's not clear what that may be. Lunch ends more quickly than expected. Natsuki is the first to stand up with her empty drink bottle.
Are you coming today? To the club?
Yuri nods.
I'm sorry for being so awkward. I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. Just can't for some reason, I don't know why. But I want to, eventually.
There's no rush. I promise.
Thanks.
I mean, they are adorable in their... Oh. These side stories, as I said, add so much to the main story. It's the next day. Natsuki appears from around the corner and steps up to the vending machine, glancing at Yuri as she does so. Today, she seems to be holding some kind of book as well. But what happened at the club meeting, though? Because this is the next day, right? Wait, did I miss it? This is the next day, right? It's the next day, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, what happened? Okay.
Oh, you're here again. Well, I just came here to read this because there aren't any people around here.
Oh, I thought you didn't like how quiet he was.
Well, I don't, but there's no people here.
I see. Natsuki sits down. The mood feels much different today than it did yesterday. After yesterday's lunch and club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri are beginning to feel more relaxed around each other again. Although Yuri's letter is still lingering in the back of Natsuki's mind, she continues to tour around it. But it's okay that I am here.
Yeah, I don't care. Mostly just don't feel like dealing with the crap I get from my friends about it. Especially since, they all just assume I stopped reading manga after I joined the literature club.
So her friends don't like the manga she reads.
Not that I'm trying to hide it from them exactly. I just don't want it to come up again. And now after I've waited so long for this new volume to come out. Literally months at this point.
Is it Parfait Girls? You don't have other friends who are into manga.
Not unless online friends count.
Same here. same. All of my friends, or the few of my friends that also like gaming and anime and manga, such as I do, all of them I've met online. I met a few of them in real life, of course, but first I met them online. None of my close friends where I live, none of them really like what I do. Or at least they don't care. They don't care about gaming and such.
And Sayori, but that's different, because she's not exactly into it, she just likes it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, you're lucky that the books you're into at least just look like books, so you don't have to feel like everyone is constantly judging you by what you're reading.
That would be so awful. Especially since I already hate attention so much.
Well, it's a good thing I have a thick skin, I guess. By the way, I would totally recommend finding some friends online if you haven't already. If you like me and have no other to share your hobbies with.
It's a good idea, and I think many of us, or I at least know many of us in this community who have connected and talk with each other. I actually know some of you have met in real life, and that's so awesome to see that this little community of ours have made new friendships, and it's awesome. It's awesome to see. Oh, I have online friends. Since middle school, actually, I was especially desperate back then. It's somewhat embarrassing to reminisce about those days. Sometimes I feel like the me from a few years ago would have benefited from a good smack across the face.
Whatever, we were all just stupid kids back then anyway. Some of the fanfics I wrote, thank God I used a pseudonym. But I liked it at that time. I got a lot of fulfillment out of it. And plus, I can look back and say with confidence that I've become a better person since then. I don't think I would change anything.
I wonder if a few years from now we'll think the same thing about our current selves. I think so. I think it's important to just look back at what kind of person were you 5 years ago or 10 years ago and reflect upon that. I think that's important actually. Yeah,
probably.
it doesn't make you uncomfortable.
No, of course not. I don't care what other people think of me. Especially someone who doesn't even exist yet. Alright, here.
Natsuki raises her hand to her face and forcefully slaps her own cheek.
That's me from the future coming to terms with me right now. Also, ow, I didn't mean to do that hard.
Yuri doesn't seem to react. But then, to Natsuki's surprise, Yuri shyly looks the other way before lifting her arm and doing the same thing to herself, loudly smacking her cheek. She turns red and stares into her lap, but is unable to hide a smile as though it was really funny joke.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know. You had it in you.
I don't know. I don't even know why I did that. Maybe I thought it would be funny. Sorry, I keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to reading, but I keep going on all about this nonsense. I'll let you go get to your reading.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then.
The conversation ends quickly and Natsuki opens a book. They are really bonding, I like it. The two read silently for the remainder of the lunch hour. But the whole time, Yuri feels distracted by a twist of regret over having so abruptly forced the end of the conversation. Yeah. You're back?
Yeah, I'm here to lay low again.
Another day has passed. During lunchtime, Natsuki finds herself having wandered to the stairwell once more.
Hey, did you buy that?
Natsuki quickly notices a bottle of iced tea on the staircase where she normally sits. Did Yuri buy it for her? Yuri nods, avoiding eye contact.
What? Like for me? But you didn't know I was coming here today. But what if I didn't show up?
Well, I would have drank it myself, I guess. It was a stupid thing to do.
No, it wasn't stupid. I just thought, never mind. What I meant to say is thank you. And that is really nice gesture.
It's okay if you don't feel that way.
I do.
These people, those are so adorable.
It was the other thing that I didn't mean. I swear, please believe me.
Yuri pauses, then nods. Talking is hard. I get it wrong a lot too. So I believe you. Natsuki exhales in relief. She then sits down next to Yuri and takes this drink. Knowing Yuri, she was probably overthinking it so much that Natsuki's tepid response filled her with self-doubt.
I'll do something nice for you next time.
Please don't feel obligated.
I want to. I want to do nice things too.
Okay. Thank you.
You can thank me after I figured out how to do something nice.
I'll do it then too. Natsuki sighs.
Nothing. Just reminds me of how I haven't been getting along with my friends lately.
Is that why you've been coming here?
Well, no, not exactly. I haven't been avoiding them on purpose or anything. There are just other things I've been doing during lunch lately.
Hang out with Yuri, yeah.
I feel like being around them when we're all just having a fun, but they also just can't take anything seriously.
I think this is so common nowadays. Many people have many friends, and it's fun to hang out with the friends when you're having fun. When it's just, joking around, doing fun stuff, being silly and hanging out with friends. But if you really think about it, I think many of those friends you wouldn't feel comfortable enough to talk deeply with, talk about serious stuff and such. And I think that's so sad nowadays. Many people just think about getting friends to hang out with and have fun. I think it's so much more important to have a few friends that you can really, really talk to, that you can really be serious with, that you can cry with, that you can laugh with, that you can just be yourself with. You don't have to do funny, silly things all the time. Friends are there to should be there for you, even if you're sad, if you're angry. They shouldn't be there just for playtime, if you say so.
So when I'm, feeling serious, then their attitudes just really get on my nerves. It's only gotten worse even since I joined the literature club.
How come?
I don't know. I feel like I used to be really good with just putting up with it, because it would be so stupid to just cause drama over a joke I didn't like or something.
But this is so me. I have such a hard time to just, stay playful, and I want some serious conversations too. If not, I don't. I know. You need that depth too,
But I just have a hard time doing that lately. But it's my fault for being overly sensitive. If I have a problem, I'm not gonna demand for everyone around me to change. But yeah, no. Monika and Sayori really don't agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my position, so it's easy for them to say that you should just communicate your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend group does that kind of thing. I would just be making an embarrassment of myself. Well, if you feel like that, and if they would react like that, those people are not really good friends, Yeah. Sorry, none of this has anything to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it.
It's okay. I like listening.
What? Listening to other people's problems?
Yes.
That's weird.
Sorry. I just like learning about people. You think it's weird?
No, that's not weird. I probably just misunderstood, so I don't know. Does this mean I should keep going?
If you'd like.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to talk about more now.
What are some things that you like about your friends?
A lot of things. I mean, they're really fun to hang out with, like after school and on the weekends.
This is exactly what I'm meaning. You should not just have friends to just have fun with. I mean, you can have those kind of friends too, but real friends, those friends should be there not just for the fun times. They should be there for the sad times, for the hard times. Yeah. And I see so many people in my surrounding that just, I don't know, we talk about relations and friendships, and feels like when I like to inspect people, and as Yuri, listen to them, and it feels like many friendships are not that deep.
And they really like my baking, and it's fun to complain about school together. You make me laugh a lot, and we have a lot of good memories and inside jokes.
Oh, I'm bad at a lot of those things. I'm bad at a lot of those things.
So?
Are those all things that are important to you?
Well, kind of, but they're not things I need to get out of everybody.
Yeah, you could have different kind of friends.
Everyone in the club is really different from that, but I'm still friends with them too.
Well, Sayori really likes your baking.
Yeah.
And she makes you laugh. And she complains a lot.
That doesn't mean that she's anything like my other friends.
Well, unlike them, she's a nice person who cares about your feelings.
Excuse me? How about you don't talk the way about my friends that you don't know anything about?
Natsuki stands up. No, wait, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I didn't want to say something bad. Please don't leave, please don't leave. Natsuki sighs and shakes her head.
It's fine. As long as you understand that you can't just judge people like that.
I'm sorry.
Natsuki sits back down. You can't just compare friends like that and like that and measure who's better than who. Everyone's different, yeah.
Of course you can have different kinds of friends. Some friends will be more, just for the fun times, but I think it's important at least that you have one or two that you can really talk to. I think that's really important. I'm sorry. I just don't like people who want to hurt you. A moment of silence stretches between them.
You don't want to hurt me. We just like to tease each other about stupid things. It's fun.
I don't like that.
Well, that's why I'm friends with them and you're not.
You like it? Yeah, she doesn't like it. Even if it's just jokes and fun and teasing and such, if you don't enjoy a joke or a tease from your friends, you should say that. And even if they think like, hey, come on, it's just a joke, come on, don't be like that. I think it's important to tell people that, I didn't like it. Please change that, or please don't say that again. If they are really good friends, they will acknowledge that and understand that, okay, that's maybe not a good joke to tell. I hate people. I really hate people when they say like, hey, come on, it's just a joke. Don't be mad about it. It's just a joke. Well, you just can't say anything, just say horrible things and then just say it's a joke. That doesn't nullify the horrible things you said. I think just people should think more about what they say.
It's not worth it.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts, like how Monika can. She's good at these things.
Not really. Also, I don't always want help. Sometimes it's just stuff I have to deal with myself. That's what Monika and Sayori never seem to understand. Yeah, Monika and Sayori really just try to help. And sometimes you don't really need help. Sometimes you just need people to listen to you, but not really get involved, Sometimes all you do is look at them wrong and they're like, "Aw, what's wrong? Is everything okay?" I just want to mind my own business sometimes and decide myself if I want to talk about things.
Yeah.
The only one that understands that is you. So you really shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You're not as bad as you think.
Oh, you don't need to reassure me or anything.
I mean that. Plus, it makes sense that someone who doesn't talk a lot would make a good listener.
Yeah. Thank you. You're also nice.
It's really hard for me. It doesn't come naturally at all. It's so weird because I always thought of myself as someone who can just say whatever is on my mind. But I feel like that only works when I'm annoyed or upset and I want to say something mean. Why am I like that? You don't have to answer that, I'm just talking to myself.
Yuri nods and remains silent. Natsuki notices her fidgeting with the pages of her book.
How come you like reading so much?
Oh, well, a lot of reasons. But I just get sucked into it so easily. It's so immersive, like I want to be a part of it. I think there are a lot of things about people in real life that make me feel uncomfortable and frustrated, especially when it comes to following social conventions and group interactions. I just don't really understand it and I have no real desire to participate. But it's different with books. It feels like I always want to be around the characters. I feel such a strong emotional connection with them in ways that I've never felt with real people. So, in that way, it can sometimes feel more real than real life.
Really? It's that hard for you to be around people like all the time?
Fairly often, especially in group settings. When people are making all kinds of conversation and saying jokes and all of that, I don't know what to do and I just disengage.
Oh. That doesn't get lonely?
I don't think so. I can still enjoy spending time with people one-on-one, and I have online friends too, of course.
Do you ever wish that you could be friends with the characters in your books?
All the time. Sometimes so badly that it makes my heart ache. I can so... I mean, it's one of the reasons why I love games so much, just to have that world to immerse yourself into, to immerse yourself with those characters and that setting. Yeah, I think we've all felt sometimes that we wanted to just join that world of a game or a book.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. A lot. Like, more than anything.
After Natsuki mutters that, silence fills the stairwell once more. But it's a mutual silence, one full of understanding. Oh! Okay, that was the first part. Wow. And as usual, I will make part 2 and upload it quite fast after this one. Oh, that was such a good conversation. That was such a good part, because I like that we only had these two people. But yeah, see you in part 2 and hope you enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what you thought about the episode. And what I said about friends, close friends, what friends can really be. I mean, what I told you about friends, just to have friends to have fun with. I mean, I think it should be more than that. But yeah, tell me in the comments down below about what you think about this, and I'll see you in the next part. Never ever forget to stay awesome. I'll see you soon. Toodeloo!
All the ways you blow my mind, yeah. People always